After serving 12 years on active duty in the military, I was medically separated. And after I was separated from the military, I was lost. I'm originally from the East Coast and from North Carolina originally. And I moved up to New York City back in 2007 after leaving active duty. And once I got to New York City, I was just on a mission to try and find myself. I was a military intelligence analyst when I was in active duty in the Air Force, and I was a briefer. I did a lot of public speaking, so my natural inclination, once I kind of missed being in front of people and performing, was to go and work in theater or acting. So I moved to New York City and found myself there trying acting first, and then I moved over to photography and then got into poetry and playwriting, and so now I'm curating art shows. So my whole life has kind of been engulfed in art since I've left off of active duty. So now I'm actually want to make change in policy and take it even to that next level. I'm not a member of Americans for the Arts yet, but I plan on becoming a member of it. I recently heard about Americans from the Arts from another organization called Vet Art out in California. Vet Art is down in San Diego, and it's about 2 hours from where I live at in the desert in Rancho Mirage, but they're more of ceramics artists, and they do ceramics and glass art with veterans, and I'm more of a spoken word poetry and empowerment writing, doing that work with veterans. So we're kind of trying to see if we can collaborate and bring more of the writing into the fold for what they do there in San Diego. And Vet Art were the one that nominated me to come on this trip today with Americans for the Arts. What I really hope is to make a difference. I had a chance and opportunity to sit back and think while I was home when this opportunity came up, and I was like, wow, this is a new arena for me, but I've been saying for years now that I really want to make a change. And being an artist and trying to make a change on that level, you can do only so much. You have to find the funding, you have to find the policy, you have to find these levels to, or at least get onto these levels so that you can really make things happen on the local level. Americans for the Arts know all the people in the powerful positions, and not just that, but they also know the policy. I've been learning so much even just today since I've been here that I'm excited to go and lobby Congress. I'm excited to go and meet with these senators and everybody who's in these chairmen of these positions. American for the Arts is doing an amazing work, and I just can't wait to be a part of it. Well, right now, I'm doing it with Vet Art, those guys down in San Diego, and what they're doing is, like I said, reaching out and creating opportunities for veterans to be able to show their art, be able to bridge gaps between the community, between the civilian and the veteran and military population. And I really want to do more of that because there's such a gap between the two communities, and through my art, through poetry, I've been able to just take my time and my experiences over in combat and take the words like war and bomb and these things that used to basically weigh me down and give me nightmares, but now through art I've been able to creatively take these words and dissect them and now take the power back, and not just that, but share my experience with not just the military artists but with the civilian audience, which broadens the experience and also just gives them a little empathy of what us as veterans go through when we come home. I say it's very important to support arts advocacy because, for one thing, there will be no earth without art, and we're all here together. And I just say to get out and support it because, for one thing, when you have a healthy community, and I just want to speak from the veteran population, I know for me that art has helped. And it has changed my mentality, it's changed my approach of how I deal with my surroundings. And I'll just say, the more impact that you can have on the veteran community, the more, when you have a healthy minded veteran, it has a social impact on all those around it. So the more that we can invest into our veterans once they come home, be if it's physically, mentally, emotionally, creatively, all of these things are going to help build a more well-balanced veteran, which is going to go back into the population and spread that around. So the more we can advocate for art, the better. I would say equitably for the arts, from my understanding, what that would mean is inclusiveness. One thing I've realized, and for me personally, is just the arts, can be exclusive at times. Me being a veteran artist, one of the things that I really pushed for, I was living in New York City for 14 years prior to moving to California. And one of the hardest things there was just being seen. Here I was doing photography and doing spoken word poetry, but like I said, to be recognized as a veteran artist. Inclusiveness, we're artists too. I'm presently curating my third veteran art show right now that's gonna be on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan. And this is one of the things where I just think is awesome. I've created an opportunity now where veterans are having their artwork seen outside of the VA. They're seen now in a place where artists are being seen. Like, not that we shouldn't be seen there in the first place, but doing this is also bridging that gap and bringing the art community in and hearing our message of veterans and seeing our work. So just encompassing all of that, it is very important for there to be equity to the point where, I'm not just a veteran artist, I'm an artist. I'm creating, I'm telling my story. I'm showing how I interact with the world. And this is important. We need more of that. We need more art from female veterans. We need more art from BIPOC veterans. We need more art from LGBTQ veterans. Art is everywhere, and art is the one thing that transcends through all the different groups and can pull us all together.